Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Charlene. Today we are going to make potato chip casserole. This has been something we've made in my family for, goodness, like over 20 years. Anyways, so this is probably about 5 pounds, a whole chicken I cooked yesterday in preparation for today. So I already pre-cut it. Got a casserole dish. Very simple. You just dump all your chicken, and you can use this if you have like leftover chicken as well. You take one onion, already pre-cut, mix it in there. And I did 3 stalks of celery. Oh, and we like mushrooms, my husband and I, so we like to add in that. If our kids are eating it, we omit the mushrooms. Okay, you want to mix this good because you don't want a big bite with just onions or something like that in there. Okay, and then the next is 1 can of condensed cream of mushroom soup. Now this you just want to spread across the top. Okay, just like that. And then this is where the good part comes. Sorry, you can see my dog here. He smells chicken. So I just have regular ruffled chips, no name brand. I prefer to use the ruffled brand just because they're a little thicker. And all you do, you can put them in a bag if you don't want to do this by hand. You just crunch them up and put them on top. It calls for 2 cups of this, but I just go by eyeballs because we like a lot. And just a little bit more. Okay, now everything is covered there. Just going to rinse my hands quick. Oh, hello, Oreo. And the last step is just some cheese. So I have grated cheese. So we are just going to put, it doesn't matter what kind of cheese, just put a thin layer on top, or thick if you like more. And that is as simple as it gets. Then you bake it for 350 for 30 minutes. And very easy and quick. You can even make this dish ahead and just stick it in the fridge for 1 or 2 days ahead if that's something you'd like to do. Okay. Okay, dinner is done. And this is what it looks like. It looks so yum. And it smells so wonderful. Okay. And this is what it looks like. We will just add salt and pepper to this, and that is a yummy dinner. Okay, I am in the mood for some banana bread. So today I thought I would pull out my recipes, and this one is a keeper for sure. This is the only banana bread recipe that I make. It's just amazing. So I'm going to make a double batch today, but I will link a single batch for you in the description. So it calls for 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. So it's 3 1/2. Then it calls for 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And again, I'm doubling it. So 1, 2, 4. And it calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1 cup of sugar. Oops. Okay, and then we are just going to mix all the dry ingredients nicely in here. Okay, we'll just push that aside for now, and then we just mix up all the wet ingredients. So it calls for 2 eggs. So I've got 4 here. Just mix those up good. Oh, the vanilla I forgot. Calls for 1 teaspoon, and I never measure vanilla. That's just something that the more the better. So now it calls for 1 cup of mashed bananas. I found when I double this recipe, 3 is the exact right amount. You really want to get your bananas ripe. You want them to be brown like this. It just gives off the best flavor. So these they were overripe, and I stuck them in my fridge, and they've been in there about a week. And that is the best. And it's easy to mash them when they're this ripe as well. But the dark color of the bananas does not come out in the, oh, actually, I'm going to put that in after I put these ingredients in. It calls for a 1/2 cup of butter, and it has to be melted. So I already pre-melted this. And now it is a 1/2 cup of sour cream as well. And I think that this is like the secret ingredient, I guess, that makes this recipe one of the best. Okay. So we're going to quickly, before we add the bananas to this, we're just going to try to mix this really well. It's just a little harder to do if the bananas are already in here. There we go. Now it's blending well. Now we will add the bananas. And mix again. So now all you do is mix the wet with the dry. And mix very well. And I've already preheated my oven to 350. Oops. Oh, I am making a big mess. Really big mess. I'll have to use a bigger bowl next time. Okay, so you want to make sure that all the flour is incorporated. It likes to stick to the very bottom of this. Okay, so now you take a 9x5 loaf pans, make sure they're sprayed. You fill them roughly 3/4 full. Some of that flour just popped in there. Okay, and then just make sure the tops look nice. Because this is a thicker batter. So just want to make sure it gets into all the crevices. And then you are going to bake it for 60 to 70 minutes. I found with my stove at least that uh, an hour and 5 minutes is the perfect time. Okay, they are out of the oven. I am going to cut these to show you what the inside looks like. Look at how nice and light that is. And it's just like a fresh loaf of bread. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try a piece. Guys, give this a try. This is such a great recipe.